state of Florida. Those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Seminoles head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Takes a handoff. It's Fletcher. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He wants to change this route. They'll go right back to him. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And the Hurricanes are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Mensah. Right on the money. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Hand off to the lone back. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darian Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darian Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up for the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent, and they think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
And the Canes have it with a first and goal.
Here we go, ready. Ready, go.
Quarterback keeper. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. Trying to pound their way in. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. He'll take it himself. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball on the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. We've reached a break and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. About to start the second period here. Holly, what have you got on the weather?
Well, guys, as I mentioned early in that first quarter, there was some rain. But the bad news, it is getting very heavy right now. Players are starting to rush and grab their jackets, trying to get towels to dry off the ball. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy down here on the sideline as the rain is really coming down. Guys?
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Might as well stick with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Throwing, Mensah. The screen, he's got wheels. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Snagged out of the air. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
96-92, lumber check. Slide. Booster. Ready to go.
Mensah. Stepping to the right. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Defense coming out with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. Quarterback making checks.
Freeze! Sweet! Let it go!
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Miami. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Robinson. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Looking left. Hauls it in. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. From the gun. Big guy smells it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the 1st half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the 2nd half.
They'll try to pound their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a gap. It's Pringle. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snap it to the back. He'll have enough for the first down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense changing the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Still on his feet at the 40. Turning it on. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 14 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Red Raiders with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. And talk about a great start to the season. This team is now 6-0 with big aspirations. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
To the air, it's Daniels. Complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they liked because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. The sure hands, it's Riles. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's got it again. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes a catch. Could not make his way to the corner. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him. So a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. A run for the quarterback. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Noles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Pocket breaking down. Slings it downfield. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Seminoles want to move quickly. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Here's a hit. And it's a sack.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space, it's Pringle. Picks up the 1st down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Ready, go.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Squid. Where did he go?
The play action fake. That's caught. It's Gilbert.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Here they come on 4th and short from the 50.
Hydro.
Making side adjustments here.
Return. Go.
Here's Mensah to throw. Shoots it to the left. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
To the air, it's Daniels. Makes the catch, it's Wiles. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Back to throw, it's Daniels. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like, this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it. But in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready, go!
Quarterback will keep it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded to understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing, Mensah. Fires deep toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolute shank. Missed it. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Daniels. Right down the middle. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Complete downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And they come up with a big completion now. Tempo, tempo, tempo. You got no timeouts. There's almost no time left, and you need a touchdown to win this game. We got to go.
And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing. And everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.